What is poppin', everybody, and welcome to a wonderful episode 267 of the Good Kraken podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Ernell Pearson, alongside my brother in arms. It is Devin Brevin, the dude. What's happening, dog?
What's up, dude? What's up? I see you right now. I can see you.
You can see me.
I
Yeah, you are
see
actually a biblically accurate angel. That's what you are.
Yep.
All
It's
thousand
true.
eyes on you right now as we speak. Devin, we've had a busy week, man. How's your week going?
Good. Still busy. Still very busy.
Yeah, very much
Outside
so.
of all the podcast shenanigans we've gotten into, this week with game awards and stuff and our prep for it. Um, and then our gameplay stream of Lethal Company last night, which
factual, yeah.
turned out to be a lot more fun than you thought it was going to be, huh?
Yeah, actually, I very much enjoyed our time with Lethal Company. I didn't necessarily think it was going to be like a bad time or anything like that, but like I definitely didn't go into it thinking that it was going to be that fun of a time. I mean, like I heard about this game and I've seen tons of people like put up their like streamed content of it, after the fact. Not just Xander, but like there's a lot of people that I've been seeing put up videos of this stuff, and I remember watching it and just being like, is this just like a fucking scare fest? But no, there's like an actual like whole like mechanic system in the game that like gives you like reasons to be going in and like getting shit jumping at you and whatnot. So it was a fun time. I actually really enjoyed it, dude.
Yeah, it still has 42.6 thousand viewers even right now.
Hell fucking yeah, it does. Hell fucking yeah, it does.
You know, outside of all the game stuff too, it's ended up being a very busy music week as well.
Yeah. Okay.
My new band is we're finishing vocals this week on our new single. So right around the new year we should start being announcing some new stuff. I do know we got a studio booked in for the last half of January.
Oh, okay.
Not a recording studio because my drummer is also an engineer. So we've just been recording at his house.
Okay.
But we rented one of those infinity rooms,
Okay.
like where like those white infinity rooms.
Yeah.
And we're doing a video in there, so I'm getting pretty stoked about that.
Very nice. Very nice.
We're having Logan be our camera hand for it and everything.
Okay.
So he's gonna do all the physical filming, and we're gonna do all the editing after the fact. So we're trying to make this like as DIY as possible.
For sure. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
but
awesome,
I'm
man.
pretty stoked. We have a cool little like hype thing going on. So, and then I went and saw the Menzingers on Wednesday. That was fucking rad. And I'm gonna go see Hot Mulligan tonight at the Crystal Ballroom.
Nice.
They're
dude.
they're already headlining Crystal. They like
Yeah,
skipped the
man,
whole
yeah.
step.
I love
Yeah.
Citizen.
Dude, there's this band called Spanish Love Songs playing tonight. I'm gonna cry.
I've heard that name. I've not listened to them, but I mean, like, there's only so many times I can listen to Transit and feel.
Hey, don't you speak ill on Transit? I've told you this before.
I know. Rest in peace. You know what I mean? Well,
It's okay.
Devin,
It's better than asking Alexandria.
yeah, I know. Actually, you're not necessarily wrong. You're not wrong at all. There's a lot of things better than that. But Devin, today we're not talking about Asking Alexandria or Transit. Today we're talking all about our rundown of the Game Awards, because this is the Good Kraken podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you want to hear, live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. If you're on this wave, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and soon have early access to episodes before they go live on podcast and video services across the digital sea. Thank you for that. That was Jesus Christ. Jag in chat says Danny Warstop invented music. It's probably Vessel from
Jag.
Token is what he says.
I love you, but I will fight you.
But if you've emptied your pockets for the latest and greatest in entertainment, that is totally fine. You can fight Devin right here at twitch.tv. Such Good Kraken show. Can we have that? Can we have that? Fight Kraken where we just,
Fight Kraken.
film people trying to fight us. It's fucking great, dude. If you have Amazon Prime, you also have Twitch Prime. Devin? Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sorry. I was looking for a "Come Here Turkey" sound clip so I could add it.
Can you just say Prime Gaming? Can you just say Prime Gaming thing, please? And we would love for you to give that to us to help keep us pushing content out for all of you that are listening or watching at home. But you can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. I can't deal with you. Devin, we have some captain's orders. Guys, our gameplay last night from of Lethal Company will be out on YouTube tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. You guys will be able to watch it over there and catch up with us while we have an absolute fucking shit show of a time. Come and watch that. It'll be fun. It'll be fun. We promise it's a good piece of content for you guys. But also just a reminder, we will be gone from December 24th to January 1st for our Christmas, New Year vacation. But we will be here floating around in our Discord playing video games and stuff. And you guys are more than welcome to come in and pester us on there because we will have a lot of downtime. We just want to make sure that we're staying healthy, taking care of ourselves.
I specifically will be
sticking at your gap for the Rizzler.
Okay, well, thank you for that, Devin. With that said, we will go ahead and move into our main core segment today. Devin, what are we doing next?
Well, my friend, we are going into our main segment, which is the gallows.
The gallows. Jesus Christ. Guys, today we are giving all of you our rundown from the 2023 Game Awards. So we had a plethora of all wonderful, wonderful things that happened on Thursday night. Game Awards was here. They had winners for categories. They had awards. They had people talking shit. They had actors coming out. They had all sorts of stuff. Game Awards this year was wild, and we're going to get a chance to run it down with you guys. I did not get a chance to watch Game Awards. Or if you don't remember everything that we got, awarded to us as far as trailers and video game previews, stuff like that, we will give you guys the fill in today. But firstly, before we do, we want to talk about a little bit about some predictions that we made prior to Game Awards this year, Devin. I have our list of our 2023 Game Awards predictions. And what I'm going to do is kind of start here from the bottom and work my way up to the winner here. Firstly, me. I put in some predictions, and like we mentioned before, we did 5 predictions each, and each one of those predictions had a modifier, what we called a mod, and then each one of us also had to pick one of those to be a combo breaker, which is a just like big, huge, fucking wild prediction that we had, and if we got it, we would get double points for it. So it's 10 points each for the prediction, and then 5 points for each mod that we guessed correctly. So that said, I, starting out, had predicted official trailer for an Elden Ring DLC, and my mod was saying that it would be a summer release date. Teaser trailer for Death Stranding 2, and mod said that Timothée Chalamet will be in it.
Damn.
I know. Like, so this close, man. This fucking close, dude.
But that reveal is so much more hype.
We will get into it, I'm sure. Stalker 2 trailer, mod saying fall 2024 release date.
That was actually disappointing that we didn't see anything from Stalker 2.
I think that game really is kind of like gonna be openly just delayed for now. Like there's just so much shit
which
going on.
Understandably so.
Yeah, I'm not mad.
I was really hoping for that to be like a February or March release, to tell you the truth, with how long that we've been thinking about it.
Yeah.
And like seeing stuff about it. But hats off to those devs. They've actually been defending themselves from
Yeah,
the war in Ukraine,
pretty
some of them have actively had to fight.
Pretty terrible shit going on over there. So by any means, like we're not mad about it at all. Combo breaker prediction. Finally get another teaser trailer for Beyond Good and Evil 2.
That's never happening.
That's not gonna fucking happen.
That game's dead in the water.
Dream big, but like
the fact that they kept Skull and Bones going and not this is just disappointing as fuck.
Wild dog, wild. And then lastly, announcement of Fallout 3 remake. Mod saying comes alongside the Fallout series trailer. Ernell, your boy here, got 0 points. We move to Garrick, who predicted Star Wars Eclipse trailer with a release window of late 2024 as his mod. Arc Raiders gameplay with a Q2 2024 release window. Gameplay of John Carpenter's Toxic Commando presented by John Carpenter himself. Trailers for 2 of upcoming 4 Marvel games. Mod saying will be Wolverine and Iron Man. I gave our boy half points for that because we did get a Marvel announcement. And then lastly, David Harbour will announce Alone in the Dark. That was his combo breaker. Garrick walks away with 5 points. And then DJ, we have a trailer for Warhammer 40k Space Marine. Garnered him 10 points. He said Henry Cavill will introduce as his mod. Kai Cenat will present an award and will get sturdy on stage. Security Breach skit announces GTA 6 was his combo breaker. In-engine cinematic for The Last Ronin, the Ninja Turtles game, with a mod Q1 2025 release date. And then Jeff Keighley will wear a white suit. Mod, he will have matching sneakers. So DJ walks away with 10 points. And then our winner this year, Devin Brevin, the dude, gets a hefty 25 points. Official trailer for Fallout series plus 10 points with a hard release date. That's right. We got April, I think 25th is what we got.
I thought it was April 12th.
April 12th. I might be wrong. And actually, I think it is April 12th now that you say it out loud. So he gets plus 5 points for that. Hellblade 2 new trailer plus 10 points. Modifier holiday 2024 release window. Unfortunately, we only got 2024 as a soft release.
I was so close. I was so close to getting that modifier. It's going to be holiday 2024, though. We all know
it will be, yeah, and for sure. Todd Howard will not be at the Game Awards, was Devin's combo breaker. Unfortunately, he was.
He was there, but he did not look happy to be
begrudgingly so, dog. Jesus Christ. Switch to announcement mod with a spring release date. And then lastly, new trailer for Fable with a mod of a quote-unquote find out more at an Xbox showcase. Devin won with 25 points this year. Congratulations, sir.
Thank you. Did I win last year too?
No, Garrick won.
Okay.
Garrick won last year. Yeah.
I may not have won Fantasy Critic, but at least I won the predictions.
At least you won the predictions. Yes, no, absolutely. So with that said, guys, we're going to go ahead and move into talking a little bit about the winners of the awards that we got for the categories at Game Awards this year. So real quick, I got to cough it up.
Coughing it out for the Rizzler.
So we're going to go ahead and we have a rundown entirely of all the winners for Game Awards by Adam Bankhurst over at IGN. Devin, let's go ahead and scroll to the bottom of the list here.
Oh, yeah, I'm already there.
They like to work
Player's
backwards.
Voice.
So we are starting with Player's Voice, the category that is 100% voted on by fans for their favorite game rather than the panel of judges that the Game Awards typically votes with. We have the nominees were Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Genshin Impact, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, and the winner, Baldur's Gate 3. Best adaptation, celebrating game-inspired projects. I'm not gonna read that. You guys know what that is. Castlevania Nocturne, Gran Turismo, the Super Mario Brothers movie, Twisted Metal, and the winner was The Last of Us. Most anticipated game nominees were Tekken 8, Star Wars Outlaws, Like a Dragon Infinite Wealth, Hades 2, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth was the winner. We all knew that was gonna happen, right? We all knew that was that felt right.
Although Star Wars Outlaws looks pretty fucking cool.
I think we just need to see more of it. I think we need one more trailer.
We
and
saw
people are gonna
gameplay.
No,
We
I know,
saw
I know, I
gameplay.
know. But I'm speaking from like an audience standpoint. Like people just need to kind of see more of it to kind of like build up that because
We
we've only
have
seen
seen a
one.
lot of FF7.
Yeah,
We've seen
exactly.
2 trailers.
Yeah, yeah.
We got a cinematic trailer and we got a gameplay trailer.
Yep. Yep. And it all looks good, dog. All looks good. Best esports team nominees were Evil Geniuses, Fnatic, Gaiman Gladiators, Team Vitality, and the winner, JD Gaming. Best esports game, Counter-Strike 2, Dota 2, League of Legends, PUBG Mobile, and the winner, Valorant. Best esports event, we had Valorant Champions 2023, the International Dota 2 Championships 2023, Evo 2023, Blast.tv Paris Major 2023, and the winner, League of Legends World Championship 2023. Best esports coach, Yoon Hom Sung Young. Remy, I think they said it was X to Q's, but that's
X to Qs. That
X to
makes
Qs.
sense.
Yeah, X to Kiz, something like that.
X to
Kwan
Qs.
Yum, Jordan Gunba Graham, Danny Zonic Sorensen, and our winner, Christine Potter Chi, being the first female esports coach in history.
Nominated and first
Nominated
winner, too.
and won. Yes, absolutely. Best esports athlete went to Philippe Imperial Hall Dosen, Parker Ruler Jae Hyuk, Paco Hydra Ruza Wise, Max Demon 1 Mazanov, Matthew Ziwu, Herbout, and the winner, Lee Faker Song Hyuk. And then Content Creator of the Year went to the nominees, Cypher PK, Spreen, Quackity, People Make Games, and the winner, Iron Mouse. The little video that they gave her afterwards, I could feel all of us being like, thank God we don't watch VTubers. But
Yeah.
and that's not to talk shit about VTubers. I think it's just like, it's just super not our thing.
I feel too old for it. I feel too old for it.
For the kids. Fuck yeah. You know what I mean? leave it to them.
Yeah,
They
but
can
also fuck them kids.
okay. Best
Don't act like you don't say that.
best multiplayer game. The nominees were Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Street Fighter 6, Party Animals, Diablo 4, and the winner, Baldur's Gate 3.
I still disagree with this so hard.
It should have been
so
Party
hard.
Animals, man. It
Like
should have been Party
it's
Animals.
cool. Like you have seamless multiplayer in Baldur's Gate 3, but there is no fucking crossplay.
There's no crossplay, and the co-op in the game. Come to find out, you're just playing the host player's game. Like you're just a person in the party.
It's literally this only won because of recency bias. Diablo 4 is a better multiplayer game in my opinion because, dude, it's crossplay and that's seamless as well. Party Animals crossplay seamless as well. Street Fighter 6, pretty sure that's crossplay.
I don't remember.
But like those 3 games all deserve to win best multiplayer more than Baldur's Gate 3. Baldur's Gate 3 deserves other categories, but when it comes to multiplayer, this is fucking rigged.
Jesus, man. Also, we can't say it's recency bias when Super Mario Brothers Wonder just came out.
Yeah, but that's not going to win best multiplayer.
I mean, it could. One day, a Mario game might. We also have Best Sim Strategy Game. Nominees were Advanced Wars Plus, Reboot Camp, City Skylines 2, Company of Heroes 3, Fire Emblem Engage, and the winner, Pikmin 4. Best Sports Racing Game. Our nominees were The Crew MotoFest, Hot Wheels Unleashed 2 Turbocharged, F1 23, EA Sports FC 24, and the winner, Forza Motorsport. Of course.
No surprise.
No surprise. Yeah. Best Family Game nominees were Disney Illusion Island, Party Animals, Pikmin 4, Sonic Superstars, and of course the winner, Super Mario Brothers Wonder. Because Mario always wins fucking Family Game of the Year. Best Fighting Game. Oh, this one I had feelings about. Best Fighting Game nominees were God of Rock, Mortal Kombat 1, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, Pocket Bravery, and the winner, Street Fighter 6.
It should have been Mortal Kombat, in my opinion.
It should have been Mortal Kombat 1, man. I mean,
been.
No, you know what, though? I mean, if any of the other games won, it should have been Street Fighter 6. But I firmly believe Mortal Kombat 1 was
it just has an interesting story to it compared to Street Fighter.
I can
Yeah.
see why people voted Street Fighter 6 because like that sort of like make your own character like open world fighting thing was really cool. But Mortal Kombat 1 just has such a dope story and like it just feels so smooth. I don't know. I'm not here to argue about it. You know what I mean?
Also, you almost said God of War. I heard that.
I did. And God of Rock, God of Walk, best
God of Walk.
God of Walk, best RPG nominees were Starfield, Sea of Stars, Lies of P, Final Fantasy 16, and the winner Baldur's Gate 3.
See this I can agree with because
Yeah.
this makes sense. Honestly, my second runner up for this would have been Sea of Stars.
Over Final Fantasy 16, huh? Jesus, man. Jesus, man.
Yeah, actually.
Jesus, man. You gotta play that game. Best action adventure game nominees were Alan Wake 2, Marvel's Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4, Star Wars Jedi Survivor, and the winner, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom. Which, because Devin is currently distracted, I'm gonna say fuck Tears of the Kingdom. Empty game, bullshit game.
Hey, fuck you.
And then our next category, damn, he caught me. I was hoping that you'd take a little bit longer on that phone call.
It was my dad that called me, so I answered. Didn't know.
Do you have to answer? You know what I mean? You like,
I didn't know if it was emergency. There's been some stuff going on.
damn, you don't have a role for your family. So what I do with my family, I tell them 3 phone calls. If it's an emergency, you call me 3 times. That's how I know. Yeah,
He like barely calls me. That's why.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. Fair enough. I see. Best action game nominees were Remnant 2, Hi-Fi Rush, Ghost Runner 2, Dead Island 2, and the winner, Armored Core 6, Fires of Rubicon.
Deserved. I haven't even played that game, but fucking mech hype is real.
Dude,
I've seen real.
I've seen the action on that fucking game, and that game's gameplay is no fucking joke. Dude.
I need to play that game. I need to play it still.
Yeah, I know. I need to fire it up as well. I'll be talking about that on Tuesday. Innovation and accessibility nominees were Diablo 4, Hi-Fi Rush, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Mortal Kombat 1, and Street Fighter 6, with the winner, Forza Motorsport. Best,
Again, they have some of the leading accessibility with their ASL support that they've been doing.
Yeah, just interesting for a racing game. Best VR AR game nominees were Gran Turismo 7, Humanity, Horizon Call of the Mountain, Synapse, and the winner, Resident Evil Village. Best community support nominees were No Man's Sky, Final Fantasy 16, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, and the winner, Destiny 2. And I was kidding.
I was wondering what Destiny joke you were gonna make.
Yeah, of course.
Honestly, their community, Destiny 2's community support has been dog shit this year, so I don't even know why they're nominated.
Well, it's not even just like I mean, you're not wrong, but it's not just that. It's, the fact that they fired everyone, or actually, sorry, laid off everyone that was doing community support for Destiny. Wild. The actual winner, though, Baldur's Gate 3. Best mobile game nominees were Final Fantasy VII Ever Crisis, Hello Kitty Island Adventure, Monster Hunter Now, Terra Nil, and the winner, of course, Honkai Star Rail.
Okay.
Best debut indie game, God damn it. Nominees were Viewfinder, Venba, Pizza Tower, Dredge, and the winner, Cocoon. I really thought Dredge was going to walk away with that one. I really did. Best indie game for the year. Nominees were Cocoon, Dave the Diver, Dredge, Viewfinder, and the winner, Sea of Stars. I will,
well deserved.
I
deserved.
will say that's okay. That's okay to me. Best ongoing game. Nominees were Apex Legends, Final Fantasy XIV, Fortnite, Genshin Impact, and the winner, Cyberpunk 2077. Now, we had a lot of people who had a lot of feelings about this in chat when we were watching live. And to you, I say, fucking figure it out, bud. Figure it out.
I mean, me too, a little bit, but at the same time, they did turn the game around. It's just like, when I think of ongoing game, I think of like, MMOs and,
live service games.
Right. Stuff that is constantly being updated to a sense of more things to do, which I know they've kind of done that with Cyberpunk, but if that's the way that we're going to go, then we can rope every game in there that has DLC. What I mean?
Like here's the thing though, is like if we read the description of it, awarded to a game for outstanding development of ongoing content that evolves the player experience over time.
Yeah.
I would argue they did that. Well, I mean, most DLCs don't do that. They add experience, but they don't change that experience for a lot of people. This was just fucking 180, man. And they did it at a state that I felt was just over the fucking mountain. You know what I mean? So yeah, I mean, typically you're right. It would go to a live service game for sure. But for this, I felt if there was anything that they were going to win this year, and they deserve to win something for that feat, sure, I guess it's this. Games for Impact is our next category. Our nominees: A Space for the Unbound, Chance of Senar, Goodbye Volcano High, Terranil, Venba, and the winner, Tshia. Good old
rightfully
Polynesian
deserved. I think
representation.
Venba could have been the other winner.
Venba looked like it would have been second place to me as well, for sure. If not won it. And honestly, I would have been okay with that. Best performance. Nominees were Ben Starr from Final Fantasy 16, Cameron Monaghan from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Idris Elba from Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Melanie Liburd from Alan Wake 2, Yuri Lowenthal. Bird. I want me bird.
Liburd.
Yuri
my bird.
Lowenthal from Marvel's Spider-Man 2, and the winner, Neil Newbon from Baldur's Gate 3.
The name Yuri Lowenthal sounds like somebody who would go, I want my bird.
I want my bird. And then
I want
Melanie
my bird.
Liburd pops out.
Liburd.
Best
I want to be
audio
Liburd.
design. The best audio design. The nominees were Alan Wake 2, Dead Space Remake, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, and the winner, Hi-Fi Rush. Which, you know what? Fuck yes. Fuck yes.
Honestly, well deserved. That game came out of fucking nowhere. Was just Beyonce dropped without any announcement leading up to it. And it turned out to be one of the most highly rated games of the year.
Yeah, and it turned out fucking phenomenal. I mean, like, the sound design in it is actually really, really fucking cool. Highly suggest you guys at home play that. It's free on Game Pass, so please check that out. Best score in music. Nominees were Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Hi-Fi Rush, The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, and the winner, Final Fantasy 16, which, Devin, again, you need to play that game because the fucking score in that game is extravagant.
I'm going to play that game. It's either going to happen once it drops on PC or when I finally get a PS5 in February, but I'm probably not going to play it till after Final Fantasy 7 Rebirth.
This fucking guy. You know what
I'm getting the PS5 for Final Fantasy 7
doesn't even
Rebirth.
play them in release order, this fool. You know what I mean, guys?
You don't need to play that in release order at all. All mainline numbered Final Fantasy games are separate. It's like an anthology.
This guy preaching the fucking choir. You know what I mean? Like, I don't fucking need to hear
Dude, I'm gonna mushroom print your face,
fool.
dude.
Your excuses. Best art direction. Our nominees: The Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Lies of P, Hi-Fi Rush, and the winner, Alan Wake 2, which is another game that Devin needs to play. Next category.
There's a lot of games I've played that you haven't played either.
That's right. That's true.
Guardians of the Galaxy won Best Narrative that year.
Yeah, that didn't come out this year. Best Narrative. Marvel Spider-Man 2. I have 2 copies of that game. 2 copies. I have a copy that came out for free, and then I have a physical. I still haven't played that game.
That game made me and Garrick cry.
Yeah, Did you play Before Your Eyes?
On my phone, yeah.
Oh. Fuck. Best narrative went to Marvel Spider-Man 2, Final Fantasy 16, Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty, Baldur's Gate 3, and the winner, Alan Wake 2. Goddamn, good game. Another game Devin needs to play. Best game direction. Nominees were Tears of the Kingdom, Super Mario Brothers Wonder, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Baldur's Gate 3, and the winner, Alan Wake 2. Another game that Devin needs to play.
Can we talk about this real quick?
Yeah, sure.
I haven't played it yet, but I feel like Marvel Spider-Man 2 should have won something here.
I would maybe see. This is hard because, like, I saw a lot of people talk about this after Game Awards, and it's difficult because we are cognizant of the fact that there are just a lot of good games that came out this year. This was a very good year for video games. And I mean, like, we even look at a world in which I saw a lot of people say the same thing about Tears of the Kingdom, where, like, I mean, all fuckery aside, and I know that I've been a shithead about Tears of the Kingdom, Devin. I know, but I'm gonna put that character to the side for a second, okay? A lot of people have mentioned that Tears of the Kingdom should have won more than one award. Which, by the way, you owe me $5.
I never bet.
I know you did. I know you didn't. God damn it. God, you should have. I would have bet you $100. That was only 1-1. But the reality is that they're like, if we look at even just the top few categories here, we have games like Alan Wake 2, Baldur's Gate 3, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, Tears of the Kingdom. I mean, we look at Phantom Liberty, Final Fantasy 16, Lies of P, Hi-Fi Rush. Like, there's so many games, good games that came out this year. And to compete amongst those games, I mean, like, we're like Alan Wake 2 and Baldur's Gate 3 are very, very, very good fucking games. And like, people have made that obvious across the board. Yes, Spider-Man 2 probably did deserve to win some awards. In the year that we have all these games, I don't necessarily think that I can say that the same way.
Yeah, I definitely give hats off to Alan Wake 2 for narrative. That makes complete sense to me. It would have made more sense for Marvel's Spider-Man 2 to win action adventure for me.
Sure.
And then Zelda win game direction because of how much they changed for a Zelda game and the fact that it is so creative and it has a very impactful story at the same time.
Yeah.
That game is rated just as good as Baldur's Gate 3 on Metacritic. I just want to point that out.
Yeah.
I'm not like, that's the only reason why I thought it could have competed for Game of the Year.
No, for sure. And it's just like, I mean, the thing is too, is it's like a bowl, right? And everything in this bowl of video game soup, for example, is worthy of that next bite. But like, you just have to make the decision. And all like the voting panel judges that were a part of this just decided that these games were the winners because, I mean, realistically speaking, there's a lot of competition here. You know, and it sucks because I do wish Spider-Man would have won an award. They were nominated for 7. But if they weren't there for it, they weren't there for it. You know what I mean? I can't.
It's a lot of the case of, if you ain't first, you're last.
No, for sure, man. I mean, and I know that's super fucking ridiculous to say, but like, it's true. I mean, like, if you have a fucking room full of like football greats, and you know, like, you have to pick like one of them to be it's gonna be fucking difficult. But like, the reality is, like, we have A-Rod. You know what I mean? Like,
A-Rod.
That was baseball, by the way. That was baseball.
Yeah. No, definitely. I will say, I was listening to Kind of Funny yesterday, and Tim was very vehemently about Zelda should have won Game of the Year.
because he's a fucking Nintendo guy. And like, and I understand that, like, the sentiment of this. And actually, here, let's go through this real quick. Game of the Year. The nominees were Alan Wake 2, Marvel Spider-Man 2, Resident Evil 4 Remake, Super Mario Bros. Wonder, and Tears of the Kingdom, with the winner being Baldur's Gate 3. Now, here's the deal. Is like, everyone was going to feel some kind of way no matter who the fuck won this. Because these are all games that I feel have cult followings. Like, very, very specific niches of followings. And no matter what, people are going to find the game that they were going to back and the game that they were going to say that should have been the fucking game, except for Resident Evil 4 Remake. I can't believe that fucking made this category.
That should not have been on there. I honestly, Resident Evil 4 Remake, sure, sound design, okay. But Game of the Year, No, that should have been Final Fantasy 16 for
100%,
nomination, right?
100%.
That or even Cyberpunk Phantom Liberty.
Yeah, I would have taken
honestly,
one of those fucking two.
Because that literally is Cyberpunk 2.0. Like that itself is a whole nother game.
Yeah. But we kind of talked about it during our predictions episode. Baldur's Gate 3 is just like this weird anomaly that happened. That honestly, they kind of Lorian kind of dropped this game at the perfect time on the aftermath of like Critical Role blowing up and tabletop RPG content blowing up and people on, you know, streaming platforms, content creators do tabletop RPGing left and fucking right now. In a world in which D&D got put on the map by things like Stranger Things, this game just came out at the perfect time, and it was different enough, and the internet blew up with this shit, man. I mean, like art, Twitter was freaking out, Instagram, you know, was fucking freaking out. Like there were videos all over the goddamn place. Every fucking content creator on the planet played this goddamn game to some extent or another. It was not made for everybody, but like this game popped the fuck off. And Tears of the Kingdom, being a very close second, also had a whole lot of attention. But it was like I argued on Tuesday's episode, is that just like when it went from like, oh, this game is really, really cool, to the conversation around it just being videos people putting up of them building planes and shit, was when I think people started, like, the hype started kind of dying down a whole lot. And it's a bummer because I've heard that the story in Tears of the Kingdom is actually really, really good. But Baldur's Gate 3 is just, it's an anomaly, man. Like it's sort of like last year, like Elden Ring. You know what I mean? But the only difference is that everyone played Elden Ring and everyone loved Elden Ring. Even the God of War Ragnarok should have taken
I even got pretty good at Elden Ring, surprisingly. And I'm not good at Souls games. You watch me play. Yeah, I actually got good at the game.
No, and that's another game that is super, super niche that every fucking content creator played because of the hype around Soulsborne games. To me, it makes sense. It makes sense that this won.
Yeah.
I just wish
my heart doesn't like it though.
No, I know. Trust me. I would have loved Alan Wake 2 to have dropped just a month and a half ago and won Game of the Year. I would have fucking ate that shit the fuck up. But unfortunately, not. Yeah. Even Spider-Man, I would have been feeling really good about, because Spider-Man's story.
Yeah, I honestly like. I've heard nothing but great things about Marvel Spider-Man 2. That's why I have a PS5 sitting in my Amazon cart right now, and it's the Spider-Man 2 edition, and it's the slim PS5, which is what I've been waiting for.
Yep.
And I'm gonna fucking get it.
It's a dope ass fucking game, man. It's fucking sick as shit. And Garrick's been playing through it. He's been texting me little things like, "Oh fuck, I can't believe this happened." I'm like, "Fucking right, dude."
I unfortunately have had some things spoiled for me.
Sure. So, yeah, I'm sure. I mean, like, you can't wait this long for a massive video game like this to come out and not have something spoiled. But there is still...
it's behind a $500 paywall for me.
For sure. However, there is some stuff that I have seen that, like, nobody's really talked about. So, yeah, there is still some stuff.
I think I know about it. And it's mini bosses in the world. Yeah, they're like, yeah.
No, that's not what I was talking about. But yes, that actually is pretty cool. Anyways, we're gonna move to all of the game announcements.
Dude, okay. I'm so excited to have this conversation. Like, honestly, like,
yeah. So
this was hype. We're starting from the bottom, right?
It's from the bottom. Now here's the deal. We're not gonna dive really deep into each one of these. We're just gonna kind of go into the ones that we're feeling real fucking hype about. If there's some you want to talk about, Devin, just kind of stop me.
Absolutely.
And we can chit chat about it. So, firstly, now none of these are in chronological order of the announcements, but they are just kind of like going from arguably least hype up to the most hype, right? So firstly, and actually, sorry, Logan Plant from IGN put this together. I want to make sure he gets his credit where it's due. So firstly, StarCraft like Stormgate gets new gameplay trailer. That is a new RTS game that Simu Liu came out and did introduction for. And actually, it looked pretty cool.
Dude, we got some big Hollywood names this year. We got Simu Liu, Matthew McConaughey, Anthony Mackie, Jordan Peele. Like those four right there. That's some big names. Big names.
Video games are bigger than fucking ever.
They had Al
right
Pacino
now, guys.
last year.
I know. Bigger than fucking ever, guys. Nextly, Asgard's Wrath 2 is coming to MetaQuest on December 15th. That is a, obviously VR first.
I want to play it.
Sort of, cool. I'm a little weird that it's called Asgard's Wrath, and most of the content was based around like Egyptian stuff, but that's just me.
This is two. The first one was all like Norse mythology, so I'm guessing it's pulling like a god of war and traveling through mythologies.
It could be. GTFO's final update got a trailer, and it fucking looked like it ripped.
I'm gonna play this fucking game. I'm gonna play it with the boys.
Honkai Star Rail got a new trailer. And that is Honkai. Not really much to say there. Ready or Not version 1.0 coming on December 13th. Now here's the deal.
This is actually hype. This is really hype.
Yeah, I actually popped off for this. So I've been watching random gameplay videos of this game over the course of the past year. And I've never wanted to like get a squad together for an FPS the way that so bad as I have for this fucking game. Because this is a like tactical SWAT extraction game that is super tactical. It's mega tactical.
It's Rainbow Six Vegas on steroids.
Yeah, 100%. And I want to play it so fucking bad with friends. Yeah. I'm fucking here for this. So if you guys end up wanting to pick this up at all, let me know, because
you gotta get a new GPU
I know. I'm working on it. But this God, that game looks good. We got a fresh look at Suicide Squad: Kill the Justice League. It is set to release next February, and I think that we're all pretty hype on playing that as well. So.
Dude, the more I think about it, I'm just kind of meh on this game. I don't know why.
I think most people are.
I want to be hyped, but I'm just not.
Well, you can be Harley Quinn then.
No, I'm gonna be dead shot if I play this game.
No, I know. The Matchless Kung Fu reveal trailer. Not a whole lot info on that.
It reminds me of Red Steel.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, very much so. Arknights Endfield coming to PlayStation 5. That is so fucking beyond me, because I do not play tower defense games. But that is going to be coming out.
Anime the game too.
Yep. World of Goo 2 revealed. Fuck. God, what a name. The physics-based puzzle game from 2008 is coming out with a sequel finally. And we were trying to figure out like what the hell that game looked like. It is a like 2D platformer with a bunch of weird physics stuff in it. But it looks fun. It looks fun for what it is. Thrasher announced, the developer of Thumper, which looked like a rhythm-based sort of VR experience, but not coming out on PC.
It's Composer.
But yeah, you're composing with a thing, and it looked really, really cool. A lot of these games looked real trippy this year.
I'm pretty sure this is a VR game, right?
Nope, coming to PC.
Well,
yeah, I suppose you're right.
Like the conduit for 90% of VR out there.
But it's not. I think it's going to be a game that can be played on PC that can also be played on VR. I think it's gonna be one of those things. Yeah. Dead Cells Studio, Motion Twin revealed a game called Windblown, which was fucking cool looking.
This looks really fun. This looks like this is going to be one of Garrick's favorite games when this comes out.
And honestly, I think I might jump into that with him, because this game looks
I'm going to jump into it too.
Stellar. Yeah, a 3D sort of like dungeon crawler like roguelite. With 3 very adorable looking little warrior animal guys that I think look fucking cool.
It was brutal too.
Yeah, fucking bloody as shit, dude. I was here for it.
Yeah.
And then nextly, Harmonium the Musical, a game that is based on a Filipino-American girl who is deaf, falling into a very Alice in Wonderland-esque sort of world based on her deafness. So.
It's Pixar the game.
Pixar the game, dude. And I'm fucking excited to play the shit out of that. Filipino and deaf, dude. Goddamn. Daniel Mullen's next game is Pony Island 2 Panda Circus.
This game looks nuts.
It It does. It looked fucking weird. But we'll see a little bit more of that one as we get closer. Supernatural action adventure Usual June was revealed. That's coming in 2025. That game looked pretty cool. The cell shading art. And then we got a first trailer for a game called Berserker Kazan that they said was based on an IP that's been around for a whole long, like 16 years. I don't know what that IP was, but I suppose the first Berserker. But I mean, I might need to look into it because this game actually looked pretty cool.
Yeah, no, it looks cool.
Banishers Ghost of New Eden got another trailer, which fuck me. If I was not sold already, I definitely fucking am now because this trailer was fucking sick, dude. It was so sick. Guilty Gear Strive added Elfette Valentine to the roster, so new character for Guilty Gear Strive. And then we got a look at Exoborn, an open-world extraction shooter set in post-apocalyptic U.S. beset by extreme weather. I actually thought this game looked fucking dope. This game looked really, really cool. The weird, like, Elysium type, like, armor mech stuff that they had on their arms and shit was super fucking sick, dude. I want to play that. But then I, and I'm sure the rest of us, popped way off for this crazy fucking look at the first Descendant getting summer 2024 release window. The first Descendant has been a game that's been rolling out sort of like small bits of like, you know, gameplay and stuff like that. This is the first time I've ever seen it look like this. Because before it looked like a weird like high fantasy thing, and now it looks like sci-fi warrior shit. And I am so fucking ready for this game to come out.
I think we're entering the sci-fi era because, you know, we went through the high fantasy era, we went through the gritty like post-apocalyptic era of games, and this last year I'd argue was our action adventure era of video games, like 100%.
Yeah,
I think we're entering the sci-fi era again. I think like a lot of people have been waiting for a good Mass Effect game, or in a lot of other things. People played Halo right when it launched and didn't play it ever again, and people still want that experience. And I think we're finally, you know, getting back there.
Well, you guys will see a little bit of a repeating trend here because Mecha Break got a flashy combat trailer. Now, Devin, this is the game that we said looked like a fucking Gundam. Oh my god! Like this game looked like it fucking rips, right? And like absolutely, you're gonna be playing this shit. Watch the trailer for that, guys. Watch the trailer for that. Space Marine 2 got another trailer coming September 9th, 2024. So this game that I believe is supposed to be a single player narrative of Warhammer 40,000 looks really fucking dope. So please look into that, guys. Zenless Zone Zero is coming in 2024. Anime the game 3. And that is another Hoyoverse game. Last Sentinel got revealed from Lightspeed LA. So this game had a fucking cool trailer of this android future post-apocalyptic robot world where this girl comes in and just lights up these like futuristic like Tokyo cop guys. And that shit looks fucking rad. You guys should watch trailer for that as well.
I'm really interested to see what this game is. I need to see more before I'm like sold, but I'm interested.
And then we got the announcement that As Dusk Falls is coming to PlayStation 4 and PlayStation 5, a game that we have played but have not yet completed. Actually, we need to get through that game. The choice-based game coming to PS4 and PS5 on March 7th, 2024. And then Rise of the Golden Idol got revealed. This game looked a little weird for us at first, I feel like, but it looked cool for what it was. So the art style. Outlast Trials is coming to consoles, which means that we're gonna have to fucking play it on March 5th, 2024. And honestly, we're gonna have to fucking play this game, Devin.
Yeah,
we're
gonna have to play it. It's out. It's actually on sale on the Steam store right now.
Lot of people have been talking about how much fun that is, and I think it would be a good time to play that specifically with DJ and Garrick. because watching them freak the fuck out is gonna be so cool. And then Palia is coming to Nintendo Switch next week, December 14th to be specific. For all of you cozy gamers out there, Palia is a high recommend from me. I've actually been a part of their Discord for the past year and a half, watching their development on that game, and it looks really, really fun. So check that out. Tales of Kinzera Zao is coming April 23rd, 2024. This is a 2D side-scroller game coming from Surgeon Studios and EA Originals. You guys can check that out there. And then Black Myth Wukong got a release date finally. Let's
go,
Devin.
I'm playing this.
August 20th, 2024.
I'm playing the shit out of this game.
I cannot fucking believe that this game looks as good as it does. I cannot fucking believe that this game looks as good as it does. So August 20th, 2024, we will be there for you guys. Definitely playing that. Former Payday developer revealed Den of Wolves.
I need to see more.
And I do need to see more because that trailer was really cool. But I mean, I need to see if this is going to be an elevated Payday experience or if this is going to be something entirely different. But the trailer looked fucking sick. So Joseph Ferris revealed, actually he didn't come out, but his studio, Brothers, A Tale of Two Sons, is getting a remake. And that is going to be coming to PlayStation 5, Xbox, and PC on February 28th, 2024. And as someone that has played this game, I highly recommend you guys pick that up. And then we got a wonderful musical performance and a new trailer for Hellblade 2 Senua's Saga. Oh my god, this game looks so good. This game looks so
we're 2024 is about to pop off as well, man. I feel like a new bar has just been set over the last couple years, between 2022 to 2023, and now it's just going to be insane.
And not even just 2024, but 2025 is going to be fucking bonkers as well, because a lot of half these announcements are coming out in 2025 as well.
Yeah.
So we got a couple of years.
Dude, these next couple of years are gonna be hard with game of the years.
Tell you what.
Talk about Xbox's triumphant return to IP. You know what I mean?
Well, and here's the thing too, is that Game Awards, Xbox walked away from this with just fucking so much hype for their console, because many of these games were Xbox focused games
or Game Pass games,
and fucking what a win, dude. What a win.
Yeah.
But speaking of win, we finally got another Mana game with Visions of Mana being revealed by Square Enix. That'll be coming to all platforms next year. If you're
looks good. It actually looks good.
The Mana series has always been consistently dope. Including our next announcement, Jurassic Park Survival game. Actually, no, sorry, it's just called Jurassic Park Survival. It's coming from Saber Interactive. Here's the deal. Okay, so this game has been actually in production hell for a really long time, development hell for a long time. After looking into it a little bit further, I found it's been actually canceled, and now they're bringing it back. I think it's a fucking great idea, because this game could potentially be fucking dope. A Jurassic Park survival game is a good idea.
Well, they said they brought it back after the success of games like Alien Isolation and Outlast and stuff like that, and so they started development all the way over from square one, because this was supposed to be a last gen game originally, so they brought it back to redo everything and get it on par with today's systems.
Oh, I will say, I saw someone tweet something really funny last night where they said that it's really funny how Jurassic Park as a franchise talks a lot about a lot of really important things like corporate greed and what happens when humans try to play God, and all these things that are very important lessons. But Jurassic Park video games have this weird habit of just making Jurassic Park games about big scary dinosaurs. instead of just like giving us a good like narrative driven Jurassic Park experience, which is funny. It's funny for what it is, but I digress, because next we have a Dead by Daylight spinoff got revealed called The Casting of Frank Stone. And here's the deal. I know we don't really like Dead by Daylight all that much. Like, we had a fun time playing it. We're not huge fans, but this actually looked pretty cool. And I'm curious to see what this is as far as like a type of game. You know what I mean? Because as a spinoff, I don't think it's going to be the same Dead by Daylight gameplay. I think this might end up being something similar to the Dark Pictures anthology.
I think that's what it is. I think it is a Dark Pictures anthology stylized game. Just like The Quarry. Not The Quarry.
Right.
The Quarry.
The Quacky? The Quarry?
The Quarry.
The Quarry?
Mr. Query.
Query.
What are you, from fucking Boston?
No,
you're not.
From the fucking islands, man. We say shit differently.
You think it's called the Quarry?
Yeah, you think it's called aluminum. Aluminium. Okay, fucking say it right. Jesus Christ. Kamuri is the first game. Akumi Nakamura's new studio, Unseen. So this game didn't really show a whole lot, but it looked really cool as far as like being an action game that we're going to be getting in the future. Again,
I need to see more.
Futuristic Japan shit. Like, it looked fucking cool. But a game that like I feel like we all surprisingly popped off for, the creators of Untitled Goose Game revealed Big Walk, a game in which you are hiking with friends.
I cannot wait to just get blasted and play this game with you guys.
This game is gonna be so much fucking stupid fun, dude.
We are gonna play this off of stream. I already know that.
Oh yeah,
like
100%,
this is,
dude.
like we're just. I already know that like Garrick and I are gonna be so stoned, and we're just gonna be like, "What is that? I don't know. Let's go check it out." The time.
I think it was just funny though, because like they presented this in a way that was like this super high like realistic world with just these goofy little like stick figure guys. Like,
it's great.
Like, it is fucking genius, man. These developers are killing it. Nextly, we got to look at the a game called Exodus, coming from the BioWare game Veterans. Oh man, I don't even really know what all to say about this game besides that this game just looks dope as all fuck.
It is the Mass Effect game we've been looking for. They even showed gameplay in this. Yes. It was a cinematic trailer that was followed up by gameplay, which they had Supermassive Black Hole playing over it, and they even edited the song to cut it with like the action parts too. Yeah. Because it was introduced by Matthew McConaughey.
I think, and here's the deal. Like, I think Matthew McConaughey being on this game, that's right, people at home that did not watch Game Awards, Matthew McConaughey is voicing a character in this Exodus. A part of me feels like it's supposed to be Interstellar, the game. Because the way he was
mixed
talking
with
about
Mass Effect.
Yeah, because he was talking about like, oh, time does not move the same here as it does in Earth at the time that you guys know it, and that is a massive plot point in Interstellar. Devin, I think this game is Interstellar the game in sci-fi setting, and like
it's Mass Effect and Interstellar combined. That's what it is.
Well, I don't know. I don't know.
It showed abilities and aliens and all that in the gameplay.
Yeah, no, for sure. I just don't know if it's going to be because I mean, all they've said is that it's made by guys who used to be in BioWare and that it's an RPG. They didn't necessarily.
I think it plays the same exact way as Mass Effect. As somebody who has played those games over and over and over, it was playing the same way. He was talking about how characters develop relationships. It sounds like it's going to have the same exact framework as a Mass Effect game with a story that is on par with that mixed with Interstellar. That's what it sounds like. And from what I saw in that cinematic trailer too, with the different ships, the alien battles, the high tension between the characters and like their affections and feelings for each other already, like that is some of the best 2 minutes and 36 seconds of a trailer reveal I've ever seen.
It was a very very good trailer. I just don't want to speculate too much. You know what I mean? Because like we could go all day long.
I'm just going off of what I've seen, man, and, what they said about it.
For sure. With that said, Ori developer Moon Studios revealed No Rest for the Wicked, which was a really cool sort of like ARPG Diablo-like with pirates in it.
Yeah, it's like colonial too.
Yeah,
It looks fun.
yeah. It looked like a fun game, so I'm excited to give that a swing. That's gonna be an early access in Q1 2024 to PC, and then later we'll get a full release on all platforms. So, Fortnite Rocket Racing got a trailer, and that is currently out now. That is pretty much Fortnite's take on Rocket League.
I tried it.
Yeah.
It was fun.
Okay.
Also, that Lego world, the Lego world is really cool.
Hold on. We'll get to it. Dragon Ball Sparking Zero got a proper reveal. That is a previously teased as a Budokai Tenkaichi game. And I'm excited actually.
I do want to play this. Yeah, I played sick. Budokai a lot as a child. The very first one, like a lot. I do want to play this.
And then the creators of Life is Strange, Don't Nod, came out with an announcement for a game called Lost Records, Bloom, and Rage, which I'm sure is going to be another narrative-driven sort of video game experience that looked really, really cool. I mean, Don't Nod is creators of games like Twin Mirror, Tell Me Why, Life is Strange, obviously, Jusant, which is a game that me and Garrick vehemently love, that just came out this year. I mean, for high school girls discovering some kind of weird fucking like thing out in the middle of the woods is always a dope story. That's always a dope story.
Again, modern sci-fi theme. I'm only assuming like asteroid or aliens or something of that.
Could be.
Yeah.
And then Skull and Bones got a release date. February 16th.
Your game of the year 2024. It's your,
you know what? Yeah. Maybe that is. Maybe it is, Devin. You know what I mean?
It's your game of the year.
Yeah, after a half dozen delays, it's finally coming out, and we'll see. We'll see how that goes. And then the previously teased game Rise of the Ronin got a March 2024 release date, which I had mentioned this game looks like it was made on or for PS4. But it looked cool. It looked cool for what it was. We shall see when we get closer. Final Fantasy 16 got an announcement for 2 waves of DLC.
Look, I haven't even played this game yet, but this is still hype to me because I'm a Final Fantasy fucking fanboy.
This is just insane. And it's insane for reasons that you will better understand when you play this game, Devin. DLC was absolutely fucking needed for this game. And I am so fucking stoked to see how they roll that out. Yeah. You guys can currently buy the first one, Echoes of the Fallen. Now I believe that is a $30 price point. And then the Rising Tide comes out in spring of next year, introducing Leviathan as one of the summonings and deities that you will have to fight in the game. And then we got the No Man's Sky developer, Hello Games, showed a trailer for Light No Fire.
Dude, this is easily my most hype game right now of 2024.
Yeah.
Like I'm a survival game enthusiast. I've spent a lot of time in Valheim. I've spent a lot of time in DayZ. I've played a lot of Rust. And this looks like the game for me. I love high fantasy settings, and this is a high fantasy open world game where you literally have a whole world to explore with your friends, and it looks like you can do more than 4 players too. I'm watching the trailer right now, and I just saw 6 people on the same screen riding birds and dragons. You know what I mean? Like, I need this game now. When this comes out, I feel like this is going to be a staple for Splash Damage. It's like,
well, not even
did a new game come out this week? It didn't. We're just going to play this.
I'm excited. I'm excited to see how Hello Games could have potentially learned their lesson from No Man's Sky and how those lessons are going to be implemented in this game. I'm excited to see it. I'm very excited to see it. I'm being cautiously optimistic though, because like these guys have a reputation, and I need them to come out on this release being wholeheartedly transparent with us about everything. Because if I have to watch them get sued for false advertisement again, I'm gonna be very upset. Very, very fucking upset.
Right now, I see 6 people riding mounts, like physical running mounts, and 2 people on flying mounts in the same screen. So that is an 8-person party.
It is an 8-person
there.
party. They also promised that there would be an open multiplayer for No Man's Sky upon release, and there was not. So we will see.
But they never showed that to us. They said there would be, but here they showed it to us, and it was all captured in game.
I'm being cautiously optimistic. I understand your hype, but like, be careful, okay? Because we all thought No Man's Sky was gonna be dope as fuck on release.
Hey, I am careful. I was getting hyped on the day before, you were too, but that game turned out to be a shit show.
Yeah, I know it did. Exactly, man. Exactly, dude.
But that game also has 26,000 viewers right now on Twitch.
Yeah, it's because they want to watch the train wreck happen. Embark's The Finals is available now.
Hype. Game is
Yeah,
good.
I mean,
it is fucking good. It is so good.
I know. My problem is that
literally, I just had a friend log in and start playing it right now.
I know, and the fucking thing that breaks my heart here, right? Because it looks sick as shit. It looks so fucking sick. But if this is going to be the game that kicks off AI taking over voice actors being in games, I'm gonna be so fucking pissed, because like this game looks so fucking dope as an FPS, a competitive FPS. Like, why they're taking the route of using AI voice acting is nuts to me. They did not have to do that shit, man.
They didn't, and I think a lot of that discourse and a lot of the community talking out about it may change some things. Personally, I think because they can always update, voiceover. We've seen other studios do it before. I mean, the most famously known one is Destiny going from Peter Dinklage to Nolan North, which thank fucking God. Look out, the hive. But I do want to say though, the physics in this game is probably the best I've ever seen in a video game, especially for an FPS.
It looks like it. It looks like it.
Everything is destructible. They brought back that because a lot of these developers are former DICE developers.
Yeah.
They brought back that destructive capability that you had in those games. Like, everything is destructive. It doesn't matter if it's a building, a bridge, a grapple hook, a zip line, a rock, a tree, all of it. It's all destructive, and it all has its own physics and ways that they deconstruct as you will. You can run through walls. You can be capturing, so that you capture currency in the game, and you have to put it into these. I've been playing the game.
Yeah.
You have these like little currency drop offs. We'll just call it ATMs so everybody understands. You got these ATMs that you got to deposit in. If they're in buildings, right? You can deposit your money, and then you can blow up the floor so it falls down. And there's on some maps there's like basement sub levels. So then you can like get it down there and camp it easy. Or if you're a floor underneath the currency and it got deposited, you can break the floor, it falls down, and then you can steal it. It is so cool. You go up a zip line, like a rope, to get on top of a building, and someone's chasing you. As soon as you get up there, you can turn around and shoot the zip line, so then they fall to their death.
Yeah, it looks like a cool game. I'm very much interested. I don't want to have a sour taste in my mouth about it. You know what I mean?
It is free to play, at least. It's not like you have to put any money towards it.
Thank God. So with that said, anyways, we'll continue on. Sega announces that there's 5 new games in development, including Jet Set Radio. Oh my fucking God, dude. So they announced Jet Set Radio, Shinobi, Golden Axe, Streets of Rage, Crazy Taxi, and even more will be coming from Sega. Holy fuck, dude. Like, holy
Do you
fuck,
really
dude.
think Xbox is going to acquire Sega?
I have a big gut feeling that
I
they're
mean,
gonna acquire Sega.
I've heard that before. In a perfect world for me, you want to know how I'd want to see Sega come back into the console space?
A new
Handheld,
console. Yeah.
handheld console.
Okay.
Not a mainline console, but a handheld console.
Yeah.
I think
Which
that would be the
they were masters of before when the Sega
yeah.
Genesis was around.
Yep. Their
What was it
Game
called?
Gear, it was called the Game Gear. It
Yeah,
blew the
yeah,
Game
yeah.
Boy out of the water
Mhm.
in capabilities. It'd be really cool to see them come back into that space and maybe even a partnership to run Game Pass on it,
That would be cool.
natively.
That would be cool.
Yeah.
That'd be cool. So we just got a few more here, Devin, and then we can close things off here. Uh, Arcane Studios
Leon
gave us
specifically.
yeah, Leon specifically, of course, announces Marvel's Blade.
Dude, this was hype. I don't think any of us saw this coming. This no, but we knew that there's a Captain America Black Panther game in development.
Mhm.
We knew there's an Iron Man game. We knew there's a Wolverine game.
Yep.
Right? This right here. I think I'm the most hyped for this one. This studio
man.
specifically, Leon, is the same studio that did Deathloop, Game of the Year winner.
Yeah.
Same studio that did Dishonored 1 and Dishonored 2.
Now
Like-
here's the deal too, is that like a lot of people are talking about currently. This is it hasn't been confirmed, but this is an Xbox exclusive.
Oh,
This is an
yeah,
Xbox
I think it is.
exclusive. Like,
It's
no
being
fucking
made
way
by an
it's not.
Xbox owned studio.
Well, because I think, and here's the deal: Xbox is refusing to say anything about it. They're refusing. Like, there's been interviews that are like, "Is this an exclusive?" They're like, "Oh, no comments right now." I think that Xbox is going to use Blade as their Spider-Man. And I think that's fucking genius. I think that's because like,
Especially with the hype around the movie that's coming too.
what a better fucking hero, Marvel hero, to do that with. Like, Blade's a fucking good character to fucking do that with, man. That's smart. That's fucking smart, dude.
We can see integration with characters like Moon Knight, Doctor Strange. Like, we can see some really cool things happen with this.
It'd be fucking dope, man. It'd be fucking dope. Anyways, I digress. Our next and second to last announcement, God of War Ragnarok.
Third to last.
Third to last? Oh, yes, excuse me. Third to last. God of War Ragnarok is getting free DLC in 4 days.
It's God of War Ragnarok Hades edition.
Holy shit. So yeah, God of War Ragnarok DLC titled Valhalla comes out on December 12th and takes elements of roguelike genre and infuses it with God of War combat. Fuck me, dude. And I hope when I fire this up that they're going to have a storied narrative reason for why this is happening that makes sense in the God of War story, because like, we didn't get DLC for God of War 2018, so we don't know what God of War DLC looks like. So I would hope that it makes sense in this and it's not just like a game mode. Devin.
I'm rewatching the trailer right now, and it does look like it has story elements. There's voiceover,
yeah,
and there's cinematics too.
I would be remiss if they did not. With that said, I took a vape hit. I'm sorry, guys. We have probably the one that went off the most for all of us here. Hideo Kojima officially reveals his Xbox project, now titled Overdose, aka OD. And the game will be featuring Sophia Lillis, Hunter Schafer, and Yudo Kier, just as some of the cast of this game. And it is being collaborated on with the likes of one Jordan Peele, as well as others that have yet to be announced to be a part of this project. Holy fucking shit, dude. Now,
Um, I wouldn't be surprised if Del Toro was working on this in any way, just because like Del Toro and Hideo are like this.
yeah, no, they're buddies. They're buddies.
Yeah. Like he might even just be producing the game because they describe this as a new media median, but also still a video game and also a movie is how Hideo said it.
Yeah.
I especially since the way we found out about Jordan Peele even possibly working on something is because they posted photos together on social media.
Correct. Right.
I wouldn't be surprised if Timothée Chalamet is in this. And the reason why they can't show anything or say anything about him yet is because maybe he has some clause for Dune 2 coming out as well.
It could be. My guess would actually be that he's the main character of the game, and they want to hold off on that for marketing purposes. Because I think announcing Timothée Chalamet.
Shalama.
Shalama.
Shalalama ding dong.
As the main character of a game that is supposedly changing the video game medium, that's a big pop off. I mean, Timothée Chalamet is a big actor right now. And it'll be really like I think there's just keeping it in their pocket for right now.
Yeah.
Keeping it right in there for right now. You know what I mean?
This is an Xbox exclusive, which is wild.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. I mean, like we knew that he was doing something for Xbox. We just didn't realize it was going to be this a game that is supposedly going to change the video game medium. You know what I mean? So like, it's gonna be fucking rad to see that. With that said, Devin, our final announcement from the Game Awards, Capcom announced Garrick's Muse in Monster Hunter Wilds coming in 2025. A game that we thought looked too good to be Monster Hunter turned out to be Monster Hunter.
I called it. I said it was Monster Hunter right away.
You were the only one, and the rest of us were like, "There's no way. Like those creatures don't look Monster Hunter." I even audibly said, "Those don't look like Monster Hunter monsters." And as I was saying it, the Capcom logo came up, and I felt so fucking stupid.
Dude, I called it from the beginning. You know, this should have been one of my predictions because I had a feeling we were going to see a new Monster Hunter game.
Yeah, it was about time, man. It was about time. Monster Hunter Wilds coming to all platforms in 2025. And yeah, I mean, like, what a better fucking time for it.
I'm actually hyped about this. I didn't get that into Worlds, but I got really into Rise once that came to Game Pass.
Sure.
And I was even playing that game by myself sometimes.
Sure.
Because I figured out how to play the game finally.
Yeah, I'm excited to kind of give it a swing. I mean, as you guys know, I'm not the biggest Monster Hunter fan ever. I'm excited to see what changes they could potentially make outside of just the creature and like world design.
It looks like an open world too.
It does.
Looks like
like a full on
like
open
it
world,
might
right?
have a persistent open world now versus just the previous zones. You know that
which I think works great with its marketing material. I mean, like it being called Monster Hunter Wilds, like that makes sense for it to be open world to me. I need that combat to feel a little more smooth. You know,
you got The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. That's when Zelda went open world. Then you got Ghost Recon Wildlands. That's when Ghost Recon went full on open world.
Bad game.
Then you got Monster Hunter Wilds. Everybody needs to put wild in their fucking title cards when they go fucking open world now. Yeah. But that's not open world.
It's like a sandbox.
It's zoned.
It's zoned. Unfortunately. Anyways, guys, that was all of our announcements for Game Awards. I don't think we necessarily need to get too deep into a whole lot of other conversation because we're kind of at the end of our time here. I will say I personally felt like this. I don't want to get into top three because I think that's kind of a hard conversation to have with limited time. What I will ask you is how you felt about the showcase generally. I felt very optimistic about it, but there were some logistic issues I had with Game Awards, and that's kind of a conversation that's happening online right now, where a lot of people felt dismayed that that developers that were getting awards are kind of being shooed off stage really fast.
Yeah. Yeah. I
so
agree with that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
And from what I saw is Keeley was receptive to that and said it won't be like that next year.
Yeah, he has been actively tweeting about hearing everybody and like having also had concerns about like music and stuff kind of queuing in too soon. But it's interesting because like Jeff Keighley has a very good habit of sort of like listening to how people interact with the shows and then making changes the next year. I mean, like last year, people were talking about how Game Awards felt really short for what it was, and like they're like it was bolstered, but like it wasn't a whole lot. And this year, I think he kind of overplayed his cards a little bit because we weren't expecting it to be almost 4 hours long, which I would have been okay with it being 4 hours long if they actually gave developers enough time to actually accept their award.
Less advertisements, more award show.
I would argue, because the advertisements are necessary, I would argue maybe less announcements and more award show.
Yeah, I think they should save the announcements for some brand new titles, and anything that's been previously announced to not be there.
Yeah, anything that it's exclusively premieres, right?
Yep,
exclusively
that's it.
like new
Yeah,
IP
like
and stuff. Yeah,
Monster Hunter, OD, Light No Fire,
yeah,
Blade,
yeah.
like
I
the
think that's a good
Sega
call.
thing. But like the finals, that didn't need to be there. Skull and Bones, that didn't need to be there.
God, no, it didn't.
It's kind of hard to say that Senua's Saga doesn't deserve to be because I mean that was
No, but I mean,
cinematic as fuck.
But it's still the
You
same
know?
argument though, you know, like we probably didn't need it to be there.
Yeah.
And it could have been saved for a game or an Xbox showcase, you know.
Brothers: A Tale of Two Sons getting a remake, that didn't need to be there in my opinion.
There was a lot, and it would have probably trimmed a whole other like 30 to 45 minutes if we would have just kind of, you know, sift through some of the stuff that didn't necessarily need to be at an award show, you know what I mean? So
You know what? In the words of Christopher Judge, I mean, this award show was longer than this year's Call of Duty game.
Yeah, I got into an argument with somebody about that last night. I'll keep my mouth shut for now because apparently it's a hot take.
you gotta talk to me about this after stream.
Yeah, I know. Anyways, guys, so we're gonna talk about our schedule for next week. So next Tuesday, we have another Good Kraken podcast. We're gonna be talking about our backlogs for 2023. So there's a lot of games that came out this year. We didn't necessarily have time to play all of them, but there are definitely some games that we are wanting to make sure that we fire up going into next year. And we're going to talk about all of those games together on Tuesday, 7 p.m. Pacific time, 10 p.m. Eastern time. Next Thursday, we have The Shipwreck Show. You guys know the drill. Go on our Discord. If you are a Twitch subscriber and in our Discord, you get access to Shipwreck Submissions, a channel in our Discord where you can ask us anything you want and we will answer it live on the Shipwreck Show for you guys. Next Friday, we have another Splash Damage, with right now is going to be tentative because Devin is going to be gone with work. I will be gone with my band doing a show out of town. So that leaves Garrick and DJ to kind of decide a little bit of what exactly they're wanting to play. It looks like it might be Remnant 2. Tentative to a potential Avatar.
No, Fortnite Lego World.
We're not even going to be here to play it. We will be playing it. Just, I don't think it'll be next Friday. It might be the Friday after.
I tried it before the stream, and Ernell was watching it, and both of us were like, "Holy shit, this is actually really cool."
No, what we said was, "Holy shit, we might have to play Fortnite." Is what we said. With that,
Dude,
Fucking
I'm gonna go
Fortnite,
try
man.
out some more of those the Unreal Engine Fortnite stuff.
With that said, next Saturday we have another Good Kraken podcast. We're going to be talking about our official movies of the year. So we're going to be coming in. We're going to give you guys our top 3 movies for each of us of the year and handing out our personal movie of the year award to each of our individual favorite movies of the year 2023.
The GKZ.
That's right, baby. And then the following week we will be talking about doing the same for video games. So you guys hang tight on that. But please let us know your thoughts on the Game Awards this year. Let us know what announcements you were the most hyped for, and let us know if you thought Spider-Man 2 got snubbed at the Game Awards. So let us know down below in the comments. Let us know on Twitter. Let us know on our Discord. We love to hear from you guys. This has been the Good Kraken Podcast, your choice for all the nerdy video game and pop media news, reviews, and discussions that you wanted to hear. Live every Tuesday at 7 p.m. and Saturdays at 12 p.m. right here at twitch.tv/Good Kraken Show. If you enjoy the show, you can head on over to our Discord channel where you can submit questions and topics to the show, get exclusive content, and soon have early access to episodes before they go live on podcasts and video services across the digital sea.
Yard.
You can also support us by going to our YouTube channel, clicking that beautiful bell and big red button, or by subscribing to our podcast channel by searching Good Kraken with an exclamation mark and leaving a review there. We have to go, everybody. But until next time, my friends, fuck the Oscars.
I am going to commit great crime.
Okay, bye.